Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Haptic Shot here, and welcome back to another gameplay commentary, whatever you want to call it. Today's topic of commentary is going to be 2015 video games, and the ones basically I'm the most excited for, or the ones which are just on my radar in general. And so yeah, let's get right to it. I don't know what I'm going to put in the background of this video. It might just be trailers for these games, or they might actually just be some game on the side. I don't really know. Anyways, right on to the topic though. First up is Dying Light, and this actually just came out today when I'm actually recording the commentary. And it's made by Techland, and these are the guys who basically did Dead Island, which was an absolute disappointment. But, you know, I guess I had a couple hours of fun with it, but in general, I really didn't like the game. It was clunky, it was boring, and it was really, really badly made, if I do say so myself. But this game, the developers actually said there was no review embargo, but no reviews actually have been released for the game. But in general, I'm hearing very, very mixed things. I looked up a couple walkthroughs on YouTube, and it actually doesn't look that good, but it doesn't look that bad either. So I'm going to wait on a couple reviews, maybe. Hopefully the price of this game will go down. I'll pick it up, upload a few videos and all that. So yeah, that's the thing about Dying Light. Also, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of games in this video. So I'm going to be just rushing through a bunch of them. And cool thing about Dying Light, if you guys don't know what Dying Light is, it's basically just another open world zombie game, but it's also has some parkour mechanics mixed into it, somewhat like Mirror's Edge. So a lot of people are saying it's kind of like Dead Island meets Mirror's Edge, which is a very, very cool thing. And hopefully it turned out well, but we will see in the reviews in the next couple of days. Yeah, next up, Batman Arkham Knight. Alright, the Arkham series is absolutely fantastic. I loved Arkham Asylum. Arkham City, in my opinion, is the better game, though. And Arkham Origins, I guess it was alright. It was a very cool Joker story, so I will say that. It was very fun. All of them have been good games, good to great games. And Arkham Knight looks like the pinnacle of the series, so far, what I've seen from it. There's been a bunch of gameplay and a bunch of things out already. Apparently there's more gadgets and gameplay. A very cool gameplay mechanic, though, is going to be able to use the Batmobile. So being able to use the Batmobile will really change up a lot about the game. And instead of being in Arkham, instead it will take place in Gotham. And I'm really excited for the game. It looks awesome. The graphics look phenomenal. The combat looks great, like pretty much the rest of the series. That's one thing about the games which you can definitely not complain about, is the combat. It's just absolutely perfect for the game. And yeah, hopefully Rocksteady can do another phenomenal job with this entry to the series, and I think they will. Also, there's no Joker in the game, or I don't know, they said there's no Joker, but who knows. There's a brand new villain that Rocksteady themselves created called the Arkham Knight, hence the title of the game. And hopefully it'll be very, very good. I'm very excited for this game, and I think it's going to be great. So yeah, next up, Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. Alright, so this is made by CD Projekt Red. They're the developers, and thing is, I played parts of Witcher 2, and I never really got into the game, but I really did enjoy as much as I did play with the story. And I finally got a new PC, so I'm definitely going to be trying that out again before the third one. And the first two in the series are pretty kind of linear games. They're not open world. I wouldn't say they're linear, but they're not open world either. But they're basically an RPG game, and it takes... You're basically this guy who's kind of like a bounty hunter. Main character is Geralt. I actually forgot how to pronounce that. But anyways, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is developed by CD Projekt Red, and an awesome thing that they're doing is they're actually releasing 16 free DLC packs with the game. And I think that's awesome because they're kind of taking a stand to all the overpriced and all that shit DLC that we get nowadays in this day and age of video games, which is pretty bad, you know, if I do say so myself. And this game looks phenomenal. The graphics are amazing. Witcher 2 has some of the greatest graphics I've ever seen. And yeah, Witcher 3 looks great. It's pretty much an open world version of The Witcher. I think it's going to be a very good RPG experience, and The Witcher series is known for its great stories, so if they can combine that and the open world mechanics, I think this could be one of the contenders for Game of the Year. So I'm excited for this game. It's coming out on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, so next gen only, so we can expect great things. Yeah, next up is The Order 1886. This is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and I personally think that this is going to be a contender for Game of the Year. I've just seen the story trailer, but bam, it reminds me of what Sony is best at. Sony's exclusive titles are best at, and that is telling a goddamn good story with great gameplay and everything. As we saw in The Last of Us. Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, and the vibe I was getting from this game is that kind of style of storytelling. The developers are already at Dawn and SCE Santa Monica, and these guys are known for making the God of War titles on PSP as well as on the big screen, which is PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 and other consoles and all that. And I personally think this is going to be a very good game. The story already seems very interesting. The gameplay looks really cool. It looks like a cover shooter, but it has a very cool vibe to it. It's a steampunk kind of vibe to it. And yeah, it's about like King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, but in 1886. And it just looks really cool. It's got lots of guns and lots of weapons and lots of things blowing up, so looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And that's all I got to say about that. It comes out next month, so it comes out in less than a month. That is going to be fantastic. Next up, Uncharted 4. Oh my god, where do I even start with this game? Uncharted is probably one of my favorite series of all time. I love Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 all alike. And Golden Abyss, I will not forget about you. You are a gem for the handhelds. But yeah, even though Golden Abyss wasn't developed by Naughty Dog, it was still a great game. And all the other ones developed by Naughty Dog, 1, 2, and 3, were definitely in my favorite games of all time. And I love Uncharted 4. We saw the 15 minutes of gameplay, and that blew me away. I cannot wait to play as Nathan Drake again. You know, just Uncharted just got so many good vibes about it. Like, the entire just game series is phenomenal. And voice acting's always on point. Graphics are always on point as well. So I'm really excited for this game. This is definitely my most anticipated game of 2015. So yeah, Neil Druckmann's writing again. There were some problems with the development, I have heard, but hopefully that will not affect the final verdict of the game. And yeah, what can I say? I'm really excited. Not really sure if there's a multiplayer in this game, actually. And if there is, I will actually definitely be playing that, because I enjoyed the Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2 multiplayer, as well as The Last of Us. So yeah, come on, Uncharted 4, bring it on. Next up is Evolve. These are actually the guys, this is developed by the guys who made Left 4 Dead 1, I believe. And it's basically a co-op game, which you just hunt down, destroy aliens and stuff, instead of zombies, right? But also you can play as the aliens, so it kind of switches off. I played the beta, or was it the big alpha? It was something. I played the alpha or beta, and I had fun with it. I don't think it's warranted a $60 purchase from me, or from anyone, as a matter of fact. But I thought it was fun, but it definitely needs to be fleshed out more. But let's see how this turns out. Problem with a game like this is a lot like Titanfall, where I dished out $60 on that, and I completely regret that because I barely played it. There was only multiplayer, there was a lack of content and everything. So hopefully Evolve will bring out that content. I don't know if there's actually a story in this, but if there is, that'll be cool as well. But hopefully there will be a lot of content in this game and constant updates, which will keep it fresh and exciting. Next up, Tom Clancy's The Division. Alright, so this was shown in E3, 2 years ago? And I have not heard a lot about it ever since then. Game looks fantastic of what they showed, and if it really seamlessly combines that online and story-driven aspect to it, I think it can be a phenomenal game. But Ubisoft has been known to be a little bit of a fuck-up in the past couple months with stuff like Assassin's Creed Unity, all their DLC stuff, you know. I have Assassin's Creed Unity, been playing it, and I think it's actually a really good game, just the optimization is absolute shit. And that's something they definitely need to work on, and hopefully they can gain our trust back as the consumers, because we're the ones that drive their company and give them all the money, so hopefully they can pull off some more good games, because Ubisoft went from being like the most loved company a couple years ago. It was like, oh my god, Far Cry 3, blah 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 blah, and all the other great games that were coming out during that time, like, oh my god, look at the hype for Watch Dogs. And then now we come to 2014, and then they pull the Assassin's Creed Unity stunt, and Watch Dogs was underwhelming to the public. Even though it's not a bad game, like many people say, but that's another topic completely. Next up is Bloodborne. Alright, Dark Souls, Demon Souls fans. this is the game for you. It's made by From Software again. It looks like it has awesome combat, just like their original Dark Souls, and original Demon Souls and all that. So apparently it's more of a spiritual successor to Demon Souls, which is interesting because that's the game I completed, not Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls, don't get me wrong, but I've never actually gone to beat that game, and now that I'm talking about it, I kind of want to play it again. But yeah, this is PlayStation 4 exclusive as well, and I'm really excited for this game. This comes out in March 24th in the North Americas, but yeah, it looks cool. They've shown a lot of gameplay for it. It's a different style, and by that I mean it's a different approach. It's kind of more gothic instead of like knights and, you know, all that good medieval stuff, but this looks very, very good as well. Next up, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is also in my top 3 most anticipated games, probably, because, oh my god, I love me some Metal Gear Solid. So, I got Ground Zeroes, I liked it a lot, and it's actually really replayable, so I definitely encourage you guys to pick that up if you are a Metal Gear Solid fan and have been hesitant on buying that game. Definitely get it. It's an open-world game. There'll be a lot of missions, a lot of stuff, and you can anticipate 2-hour cutscenes in each every 5 minutes, so good shit. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about Metal Gear Solid, because here's the thing, if you have played the games before, you'll know exactly what to expect, except on a much, much, much larger scale in this one. I'm excited. Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, and Metal Gear Solid 4 is great as well. So hopefully Kojima can pull off Metal Gear Solid 5, and I'm sure he will. I am sure he will. Next up, let's talk about No Man's Sky. Holy crap, this game looks really good. It's made by the developers called Hello Games, and these guys are the ones who made Joe Danger, I believe. Yes, they made Joe Danger, and Joe Danger is an interesting game. Never really got into it, but it was cool. It's kind of like a... I don't even know how to explain it, but anyways, moving past that. No Man's Sky is basically, it's a procedurally generated open universe game. Yes, you heard me, it's not open world, it's open universe. You'll be going from planet to planet, discovering a bunch of stuff, and here's the thing about this game. A lot of people are complaining that like, oh, I haven't really seen much about this game, what is this, where's the guns, where's the shooting? That's not what this game is about, and I completely understand that. This game's more about exploration, and maybe if they have some more multiplayer mechanics into it, I'm not sure if they've discussed that or not, but you can play with friends, traveling from planet to planet, and that, for me, I'm already sold on this. It just looks really, really cool. And these guys have been through a lot of troubles during the development. Their offices got flooded, losing a lot of data and everything. So I really hope that these guys manage to pull through and create an excellent game, because it really does look fantastic. Next up, Halo 5 Guardians. What can I say? Halo is a great series. A lot of people hate Halo 4. I personally actually never even got to play it. I'm just putting this in the video because Halo's great. It's a great series. It's a series I respect more than anything. Have I ever really been into the games? No, not really. I do love Halo 2 and I do love Halo 1. But I really didn't get into it during the Xbox 360 phase of it. But it's a game that many people are excited for, and I think it's going to be just like the other Halo games, so if you are excited for Halo 5, go celebrate. Next up, Mortal Kombat 10. Oh my god, MK9 was absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite fighters of all time. Injustice was great too, so NetherRealm really knows what to do when it comes to fighting games, and yeah, looking at it in 60 FPS, it just looks great, gorgeous, and you pretty much know what to expect out of a Mortal Kombat game. Lots of blood, lots of gore, lots of great fatalities, so this game looks really fun. I'll definitely be picking this up and playing online with a bunch of friends. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 10, that looks really good. Battlefield Hardline. Here's the thing about this game. It's not made by DICE this time. It is made by Visceral Games. Visceral Games made games like James Bond 007, Agent Under Fire. They made Dead Space, and they worked on the Battlefield 3 Endgame DLC. So here's the thing about Battlefield Hardline. I played the beta, and guess what? I liked it. Yeah, shoot me, do whatever you want. I liked it. It was good, it was fun, but is it worth the $60? No, not even a little. I don't think so at all. I thought it was fun, but it felt more like Battlefield 4 DLC. Now, I think that this game is going to show EA that Battlefield, if you just stick the Battlefield logo on a game, it will not sell. I do not think this game is going to do well. However, I think it's going to drop in price really fast, and a lot of people are going to start picking up then. And personally, I think it's going to be pretty good, and the story actually looks cool. And before I forget, Battlefield 4 had a great story. I don't even care. That was a good story. So I think Battlefield Hardline can actually pull off that story as well, because it's not about military anymore. It's about cops and robbers and all that stuff. So I think it'll be cool, but I don't think it'll sell well. And personally, I'm not going to dish out $60 on this game. Next up, let's talk about Project Cars. Holy crap! If you want to talk about simulations, this is your car racer game to go. Sure, Gran Turismo looks pretty. Sure, Forza Horizon 2 well, why am I talking about Forza Horizon? That's a simulation. But sure, Gran Turismo looks pretty, but Project Cars takes it to a whole new level, and it's coming out on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. So I'm excited for it, just to see how great the game will look. It's a simulation game. I really don't know how much I can say about it. Developers are Slightly Mad Studios, and it is slightly insane how good this game looks. I believe they made 2 Need for Speed games, Shift and Need for Speed Unleashed, or Shift and Shift 2, pretty much, and those are like the simulation Need for Speed games, and personally, I didn't really enjoy them that much, but I know they're great simulation games, as I have heard, so Project Cars is going to be like that, and it looks great. It just looks great. Dead Island 2, like I said before, I did not like the Dead Island games at all, but why am I excited about Dead Island 2? Thing is, it's a different developer. Thank you. Goodbye, Techland. Well, hopefully, Dying Light works out for you, but Dead Island is kind of just dead, you know? It's really a franchise which I know they're trying to push, it's just not working, but once you get the developers who work on Spec Ops: The Line, maybe we'll actually have something here. So hopefully it'll be good. It's more, the graphics look great, first of all, before I say that. And one thing I'm worried about in this game is that they said there's no exact story in this game, and it's more like mission, so hopefully that was a misunderstanding. Hopefully they do have a story, and hopefully it's a good story, not like that shit we got in Dead Island 1, but this game takes place in Los Angeles and San Francisco, and apparently it's just all in California, which is really cool, so I can just see zombies running around my neighborhood, hopefully. And yeah, it'll be cool. The combat's very much different from Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. It looks more brutal, it looks a lot more fluid, and I'm excited, actually. It just looks cool. Hopefully it turns out good. Jaeger development, do not do me wrong. Spec Ops: The Line is fantastic, and it is a gem of the last generation, and it's very much underrated, so hopefully you can pull this game off, and it'll be great. Now, Quantum Break. Here is that Xbox One exclusive, which I want to get my hands on, but I do not have an Xbox One. Basically, it's a third-person cover-based shooter, but it's also... the cool thing about this game, which makes it unique, is you're able to stop and do things like with time, go backwards, go forwards, all that good stuff. It's developed by Remedy Entertainment, and these are the guys who worked on Alan Wake, which is a very, very great Xbox and PC exclusive title. So I think this game is going to go well. The graphics are phenomenal. So if you guys haven't checked out gameplay for this, I definitely recommend that. And if you are an Xbox One user, you lucky ducks. Alright, Hotline Miami 2. Alright, how long have I been talking for? Alright, it's been 18 minutes. Alright, Hotline Miami 2. Oh my god, this game looks good. It looks brutal. It looks really good. Hotline Miami 1's one of my favorite independent games of all time, or indie games if you want to call it, but it's really fun, it's really brutal, it's difficult too, and that's the cool thing about this game. It also has a very unique and kind of cohesive story, but it's a blast to play through, and I think Hotline Miami 2 is just going to be more of that, and I'm excited because the last one was a great game, and I think this one's going to be just as good, maybe even better. Next up, let's talk about Until Dawn. Alright, this is developed by this game called by this company called Supermassive Games. I don't think they've made anything before, actually. And apparently they are an independent studio, but this has some of the greatest graphics I've ever seen in any game, and it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. I think it's going to kind of play out in the way that Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain did. It's about these 8 teenagers, and they decide to spend the night in a log cabin, so it's your typical horror story, but it's gonna be cool because it's a video game, right? But yeah, I'm interested to see in how this turns out. There's a lot of motion capture involved, and that's obvious. And the lead character is hot, and hopefully she survives the whole time. So, yeah. Next up, Legend of Zelda on the Wii U. I do not own a Wii U, but goddamn, this really makes me want to buy one. This, Super Smash, and all the other games which have come out, and are going to come out. But yeah, we don't really know much about the new Legend of Zelda. We've seen gameplay and all that, and it looks gorgeous. That's one thing. And it's a Legend of Zelda game, so I don't really think it can be bad. unless they go to motion controls, because that never happened before, right? Okay, but yeah, it looks interesting. Hopefully it'll be great. Come on, Nintendo, just do your thing. What else is coming out? Next up, oh, Superhot. This is a very interesting game. It was a browser-based game. It's very short. It came out at 2013 around, and it's a very unique concept. It's pretty much, the graphics are stylized, and it's pretty much like whenever you stop moving, the bullets and everyone shooting stops moving, and you kind of have to just manage your way through and kill everyone in the levels and all that. It was a very cool browser game. It's free. Check it out if you guys can, if you have the time. I think the full release is coming out this year, and that looks really fun. So yeah, Star Wars Battlefront. I don't even know if this game's coming out this year, but Battlefront 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So if DICE can manage to pull off what they have done with Battlefield and take it to the Star Wars universe, but expand on it a trillion-fold, this could be one of the greatest multiplayer experiences of all time. So hopefully, if they get the atmosphere, everything done right, this will be fucking amazing. So, come on, DICE, please, just do well, man. Just do well. I want you to do well. That's all I want. And Mighty Number 9 is coming out as well, and that is coming out in April, I believe. It's a spiritual successor to Mega Man, created by the original creator, whatchamacallit, I forgot his name. It's Keiji Inafune, I believe, but I'm pronouncing that completely wrong, so I am sorry to everyone I just offended. But it looks great. Actually, let me take it back. It looks good. The gameplay which I saw was not the gameplay I expected before. It's like 2.5D now. It kind of looks like Strider, an indie game which came out last year, and I kind of expected it to be completely 2D and have a better art style. But hopefully it's still fun. And that's that. Last game I'm going to be talking about is Persona 5. Holy crap, Persona 5. Gosh, I'm just so excited for this game. I did not end up playing Persona Q, but I will be picking that up soon to play on my 3DS. But Persona 4 The Golden is one of my favorite games of all time. It came out on the Vita. It's originally a PlayStation 2 game, but The Golden came out on the Vita, and I've sunk in so many hours in that game. I don't even know how to explain it. It's dating simulator meets dungeon crawler, and that's the best way I can. Or life simulator meets dungeon crawler. Dating simulator just sounds weird. But yeah, Persona 5. I don't know what this game's about. I'm just sure it's going to be absolutely phenomenal because I love the style of the Persona games. So there you have it, guys. That is the video. Who knows how long I've been talking for. Actually, it's been 22 minutes. So yeah, those are the games I am excited for 2015. Leave what you are excited for down in the comment section below. And yeah, I am tired. I've been talking. It's been a while. Alright, I'm going to be trying to be uploading more commentaries and stuff because I got new PC, new stuff, new editing software. So it is going to be a fun time. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't, leave as much hate as you can in the comments. PM me all the hate and how much hate you can spew with your words at me. I'm not making any sense anymore, and I'm going to go. Thank you for watching, guys. This was Haptic Shot, and I am out.